So there's a few issues from a technical point of view, from a match day operation. And we're just waiting while that's cleared up as to what's happening. So we lost it.
Hello, a warm welcome here to the Laithwaite Community Stadium this afternoon for Woking against Brackley Town. Both sides haven't emerged from the tunnel yet, and we've just hit 3 o'clock now, so I'm not quite sure what the delay is at the moment. Do see a few of the Woking players in the tunnel area, but both sides haven't emerged onto the pitch yet. But it is FA Cup 4th qualifying round day. And so actually, are you able to tell us why John Moore's actually got some news? So John,
because there's no doctor here apparently. That's why the kickoff has been put back.
Okay, well that's a bit of headline news there from John Moore. So that is the reason why the game has not kicked off yet. We'll talk you through the lineups, starting with Woking. So. Coming in for Woking is Josh Kelly. Aidan O'Brien went off injured last weekend. So lineup in full is Will Jaskalainen, Aaron Drew, Chinakoli, Tunji Akinola and Caleb Ridge. Of course, actually that could be a back three where Aaron Drew play right wing back and Tariq Hines on the left. Tariq Hines also in the lineup. Jamie Andrews, Jack Turner, Harry Buton would definitely be in midfield, and Josh Kelly, Ollie Sanderson leading the line. Woking's benches: Tom Norcott, Timmy Odyssey, Matt Ward, Josh Sude, Timmy Akinola, new loan signing from Ipswich, Ashley Boatswain and Jake Forster-Caskey. As for Brackley Town, they make 2 changes with Michael Nottingham and Zach Lilly coming into the side, and their lineup in full is Johnny Maxted in goal. I think they'll be playing a back 3 today. Brackley Town, Michael Nottingham at right wing back with Ryan Haynes on left wing back. So 3 centre backs look to be Zach Lilly, Gareth Dean and Carl Morrison. Looks to be 3 midfield of Jack Price, Scott Pollock and Morgan Roberts, with Matt Lowe and Danny Waldron leading the line. As for Brackley's bench, they've got they look to have 6 players on the bench. Cameron Gregory, the goalkeeper, and outfield players are Tyler Little, Ricardo Calder, Bailey Hobson, Miracle Okafor and Connor Hall. Actually, funny enough, their top scorer this season in the league and brother of Newcastle United left back Lewis. So both sets of players still yet to merge to the tunnel, no dot to the ground, so a bit of a bizarre situation at the moment. We'll let you know as soon as both sets of players do come up. That is the reason why should think it'll be 2 minutes into the game. That is the reason why both sides haven't even emerged from the tunnel yet. Early score in the FA Cup was a cracker between Farnham Town and Sutton United. Thought it was going to be a fellow Surrey side going through it. Jane Harris grabbed a very late equaliser for Sutton United to take it to a replay in midweek. Well, I've got John Moore alongside me. He broke the news about no dot that. John, hoping the sites will come out soon, but just your thoughts coming into this match and on the season as a whole.
Well, just coming back to the doctor business, there's been an announcement asking for a qualified doctor. Is there one? Will they please report? So we live in hope. But leaving that aside, it is on paper a tough game today. I mean, Brackley started the season really well, I think, with 4 wins, and since then, they found it tougher. I think they're missing their 2 big midfield players today, so one hopes that will aid Woking. But it's not going to be an easy game, and that when Woking play, they never really have easy games or do easy games. And the form this season has been very patchy, very erratic. There have been moments, obviously the game against Gateshead springs to mind, when they were absolutely superb. And there have been other games, I'm thinking the second half here against Truro, by way of an example, where, they were really, really poor, and they need to achieve a level of consistency, I think, if they're going to try and push on. There are some good players in this side. I'm not sure about the balance necessarily in midfield, and for me that's still a problem area.
finally, we've got the situation sorted. Both sets of players are on the pitch here at the Lathrop Community Stadium. I've not seen anything like this before, but thankfully it has been resolved, so both sets of players.
We have a doctor in the house.
Relief, absolute relief. I was thinking, are the players ever going to come out here? But finally, they do emerge at 4 minutes past 3. Brackley Town in their yellow strip today with black stripes across it. Woking in their usual cardinal red and white. So just give you a quick recap of the lineups. Now both players are back out the tunnel. As for Woking, just a single change. Injured Aidan O'Brien out of the squad. Josh Kelly's come in for him. Full lineup for Woking is Will Yasker Lynon. I think I've got written down as a 4-4-2, but actually I think it will be a back three off the top of my head. And it will be Chinakoli, Tunji Akinola and Kelly Richards as the 3 centre-backs. I think Aaron Drew and Tariq Hines as the wing-backs, with Jamie Andrews, Jack Turner, Harry Buteman as the midfield 3, with Josh Kelly and Ollie Sanderson leading the line. As for Brackley Town, they make 2 changes, with Michael Nottingham, Zach Lilly coming into the side. Their lineup in full is Johnny Maxted. Looks to be Zach Lilly, Gareth Dean, Carl Morrison as the 3 centre-backs. I think Michael Nottingham will be playing at right wing-back. Ryan Haynes on the opposite side. 3 midfield, Jack Price, Scott Pollock and Morgan Roberts, and Matt Lowe and Danny Waldron leading the line. Woking's benches, Tom Norcott, Timmy Olasina, Matt Ward, Josh Asude, Timmy Akinola, new loan sign from Ipswich, Ashley Boatswain and Jake Forster-Caskey completing the Woking bench. 6 subs for Brackley. Goalkeeper Cameron Gregory, Tyler Little, Ricardo Calder, Bailey Hobson, Miracle Okafor and Connor Hall. So just a coin toss going on at the moment, but again it was a real cracker to kick off the FA Cup action today with Farnham Town Sutton United. Could we have a cracker here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium between Woking and Brackley Town? Brackley now just now huddled, Woking about to get into theirs, but it's a big one for Woking. Obviously, some people will view it as the early stage FA Cup qualifying round, and not 3 points online, but everyone wants a cup run, and Woking did get through to the first round proper at this time last year. So how Neil Lardley would love to do with Michael Doyle in charge at this time last year. Harry Buteman got a double to send Woking through to the first round. They lost 1-0 to Cambridge against Gary Mums in charge of them at the time.
We should add that if the scores are level after 90 minutes, there won't be any extra time or penalties. It will go to a replay, which I imagine will be on Tuesday night.
Yes, it will be. So Woking be hoping to avoid that situation, although if they are a goal down the final minute, then sure they will take it, but hoping to have a smooth passage through to the first round. But Brackley will certainly not make that easy at all. We're underway here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. It's Woking against Brackley Town in the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup. A long ball forward straight away from Maxted, headed away from Okoli. Brackley have it in midfield, laid forward to now Roberts out to the left hand side. Here's Haynes slowly coming forwards. Haynes now out swing cross into the box to the back post, and it's flicked well away from the target in the end from Matt Lowe. But early moment there for Brackley Town. Nice delivery from Haynes. Lowe just not balanced enough, and header went well wide the target. Goal kick to Woking.
Yeah, and Haynes given far too much time and space down Woking's right. Got to close down. Can't allow players just to put a cross in without any pressure on them at all.
A bit of concern already for Woking. Respect defensively. Yaskline, nice goal kick to find Tunji Akinola down the right hand side. Way too high though for Aaron Drew. Looks like that Woking are using a back 3 today as Brackley go along with Zach Lilly playing at left-sided centre-back. He's completely overhit that pass, and it's gone out of play for a Woking throw in the attacking third. Drew takes, header from Bootsman, miscontrol from Kelly, but Kelly wins it back off Roberts. Drew now inside to Turner. Turner concedes possession. Walton trying to hold it up. Akinola clears it away, and Brackley Town appealing for throw. They get it in their favour. Lilly hits it off Josh Kelly. Just over a minute played it at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Brackley with that bit of early pressure. Haynes with the delivery, but Lowe couldn't get his header anywhere near goal. Just a reminder, this game's kick off late because no one could find there was no doctor at the ground, but thankfully the situation resolved. Waldron heads down on the long throw, cleared from Turner, still in the Woking half. Kelly heads it square in the centre circle. Buteman can't get there for Nottingham, lifts it towards left hand side, header from Akinola. Now halfway, flip backwards there from Price, volleyed forwards in the Brackley back line. Okoli's header. Now Drew flicks further on, still inside the Woking half. Was there a little knock there on Roberts? There was indeed. Josh Kelly just slightly lent into him. So Free kick for Brackley Town. Just over 10 yards into the Woking half, so it will be either Haynes or Price to take this free kick for Brackley Town. Price steps over the ball, so it looks like Ryan Haynes is the one who will be delivering this ball in. Just over 2 minutes gone here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. So a free kick for Brackley Town, shooting towards the KRE in this first half. Haynes, delivery towards the backstick, header towards goal, but easily saved there from Will Jaskalainen. A nice delivery there from the right hand side, but yeah, header from Morrison straight at Will Jaskalainen.
Yeah, excellent delivery again from Haynes, using that left peg.
Nice goal kick time. Buteman turns in the centre circle now, space to drive through the centre. Buteman onto his right foot, just holds his run though, slowed himself down. Brackley get everyone back out to the right hand side to Drew, level with the penalty area. Drew now trying to get across and takes heavy touch, and just gives an opportunity for Ryan Haynes to step towards the ball and clear away for Woking throw on the right. Jack Andrews now trotting across to the right hand side, just giving the ball quick clean. We'll put the long throw in. Just over 3 minutes gone here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 0, Brackley Town 0. So Jamie Andrews quickly in the ball, already now to take the long throw towards near post. Search for a Coley. Brackley head up into the air. Header again, and now Akinola climbs the ball, comes to the back of his head. And now Brackley managed to get it clear down the left hand side towards Roberts. Header one there from Drew, and then header down the left hand side from Waldron, control from Roberts. Roberts gives it to Waldron, and in the end it will be a free kick for Woking. Looks like Roberts is offside for Brackley Town. Akinola takes the free kick quickly. And
we should say that conditions are perfect today. No wind, thank goodness.
The pitch in pristine condition, was causing some issues in the Truro City game last weekend. Turner turns onto his right foot. Akinola just by his side, but goes backwards to Chinakoli. Here's Will Jaskalainen just in front of his area. Now Jaskalainen will be aiming long here, left footed, clips it towards the left hand side, header away from Nottingham, powerful one, and Jaskalainen's to come out of his area as Matt Lowe was chasing down the ball, cleared only as far as Pollock. Pollock wins the throw on the far side, hitting it off Jamie Andrews. Thrown attacking third here for Brackley Town to take. Again, just a reminder, this game was late kicking off because no doctor was available at the time, but it's all been sorted now. And Nottingham can take the throw in for Brackley Town, level with the corner of the area. So Nottingham has the short option of Pollock. Pollock's now used. Pollock's in space to put the right footed cross into the box. Turner flicks towards his own goal, header, and not a very powerful one though from Morrison, and it's straight at Jaskalainen. It's a dangerous looking cross though as Jaskalainen now rolls it to Hines, drops in field to receive it. Richards back here for Hines. Now here's Jaskalainen again to help out with possession. Chinakoli takes out the box, short for Turner, square for Okoli. Again back to Jaskalainen. Woking playing patiently around the back. 5.5 minutes played at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 0, Brackley Town 0. And Jaskalainen again short for Okoli. Woking still inside their box. Now Okoli, can he play a line breaking pass? Goes over the top towards Buseman, just beyond halfway. Header one from Dean. Now header forwards there from Kelly. Head away from Dino as far as Drew hits it outside of his right foot. Ollie Sanderson down the right hand side. Drew making an infield run. Woking level with the penalty area. And now Sanderson just slows himself down. Now back for Akinola. Forwards for Sanderson. And now Sanderson takes it beyond his man in Haynes. Good challenge there from Dean. And it will be a throw for Woking. That was promising play there from Woking. Down the right hand side, combination play between Drew and Sanderson. Just over 6 minutes played. That's Woking's first attack so far. Jamie Andrews to take the throw in. Will go short to Aaron Drew. Drew controls. Drew now outside of his right foot. Control from Andrews. Infield for Turner. Turner delivers towards the back post. Easily caught though from Maxted. And now Maxted released it. Right footed towards the far side. Pollock in a foot race with Hines. Pollock beats him to it. Pollock now turns. Needs support here. Has that in Nottingham. Nottingham first time cross towards Waldron. Waldron Klein ends up coming off his left shoulder by the looks of it. Completely took the pace off the ball. And it's with Will Jaskalainen now. 7 minutes on the clock here And now Yaskline rolls it to Okoli in the box. Finds Kelly. Bobble pass to Akinola. Square and field to Turner. Middle of the Woking half. Turner now bringing it forwards. Jack Turner just behind the centre circle. Square for Akinola. Akinola bring it towards halfway. Akinola doesn't have a pass on, so has to go square for Turner. Turner now plays it through the centre circle. Here's Richards. Woking 0, Brackley Town 0 here. It's only 7.5 minutes played because they couldn't find a doctor around the grounds, but finally that got sorted. Brackley Town have actually shaded it in these early stages, had a free kick a moment ago, was whipping towards the head of Carl Morrison, header straight at the goalkeeper, but yeah, a bit of a bizarre start to the game with both sets of players coming out late, but just approaching the 8th minute, Woking 0, Brackley Town 0. And Coley clears it now to Akinola. Here's Turner. Akinola just in front of halfway. Square for Turner. Turner now. Right footed. Rolls it to Chinakoli. Plenty of space. Here's Richards just behind halfway. Left footed. Short for Andrews. Woking still inside their own half. 8 minutes on the clock. Woking trying to create their first big chance of the match. They're playing patiently here. Richards rolls it just over halfway. Hines and Phil now. Sanderson down the left towards Hines. Hines can't get to it. And it's easily played back from Morrison to Maxted. Maxted up towards Waldron, wins the flick on, gets to Coley, ball bounce in the centre circle. Akinola heads over halfway, nice cushion header though in midfield from Price, square for Haynes. And now, nice short pass from Dean, over halfway now for Roberts. Roberts down the left hand side, trying to get away from Turner. Roberts trying to keep his balance, but Turner nicks it off him. Free kick for Brackley. I thought Turner cleanly won the ball there, but free kick to the opposition, free kick to Brackley Town.
Yeah, strange one. Didn't look much in it to me, but nonetheless the referee's given the free kick. And Turner very much just sitting in front of Woking's back three, almost playing the Gorman role.
Yeah, Neil Larleby wants him to try and dictate the play. Woking to play some patient stuff at the back, but without creating anything so far. So free kick for Brackley Town in the attacking third on the left hand side. Ryan Haynes to take. Just over 9 minutes play. Listen to Woking against Brackley Town. BBC Radio, live coverage of this FA Cup 4th qualifying round contest on the BBC Sport website and the app. So it's a left-footed free kick from Haynes towards the back post. Header kept alive, falls towards Nottingham, can't get shot off, and it's a shot from low blocked, and Okoli clears out the box on his fast Price. A few yards in front of the centre circle. Price clips it in, right footed, search for header low, heads across the face of goal. Drew takes down on the chest, carrying out the box, heavy touch, tackle inside the D there from Dean. And Brackley have possession back, inside right with Nottingham. The referee just slipped there. Nottingham takes a shot, blocked from Akinola, and Brackley having a really good period here. 10 minutes played, Woking 0, Brackley 0, corner to the away side.
Yeah, Brackley causing problems, Woking when the ball's in the air, and again that man Ryan Haynes, decent free kick, got more height on it this time and towards the back post, but he's got such a good delivery on him, and Brackley have started this game well.
Yeah, Neil Larley won't be best pleased with this start so far. Again, haven't threatened the Brackley Town goal. Yes, it's only 10 minutes in, but again, would have wanted to get home crowd well up for this after a disappointing result last week despite getting a late equaliser. Haynes corner towards the back post, flicked away from Okoli out the box. Lowe picks it up on the left, back here for Price. Price puts an in-swing delivery and it's a low one. Clear from Drew. Ball being chased down the middle of the Woking half from Turner, but now Brackley have it inside right with Pollock. And now can Haynes put a cross in. Haynes gets a dangerous delivery towards the back post, and that's headed behind for a corner kick by Aaron Drew. Had Carl Morrison lurking all over the back of him. Brackley on top here, 11 minutes played.
That man Haynes switching flanks, putting the ball in from Woking's left this time. You know, Woking need to stop him putting in crosses. They need to get much tighter and closer to him. It's about the third or fourth time he's been completely unopposed.
So frustrating for Woking so far. Just over 11 minutes gone. Woking 0, Brackley Town 0 in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. Woking looking to make it to the first round proper for the second year in a row. Jack Price to take the corner for Brackley Town, who started really well there on the left hand side. It's an in-swing from Price towards the back post, and he has to miss it, head off the line to scramble in the 6-yard box, and it's poked into the back of the net, and Brackley take a deserved lead. It's from Matt Lowe. Jaskalainen missed the ball, header towards goal was blocked, scramble in the 6-yard box, and Matt Lowe pokes home. 12 minutes gone, Woking 0, Brackley Town 1.
Well, such a poor goal to concede. Brackley have caused Woking problems in the air, as I said earlier. That was a corner. Woking didn't deal with it. They managed to get it off the line, but then didn't deal with the rebound. And Brackley take the lead. And deservedly so, really. Woking have started so poorly.
Most certainly so. Woking got to show some character already. Not the start they would have wanted at all. And Barry Beatsman about to get us back on the way. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1, 12.5 minutes played. It was a corner from the left-hand side. Wally Askelon completely missed the ball, headed towards goal, was blocked, but Matt Lowe, the Brackley Town forward, was there to poke it over line. Brackley Town have taken a deserved lead. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. And Brackley have the ball back straight away from the restart. There's a slip there as they're playing around the back. Kelly squares it. Sanderson shot over the bar, immediate chance to level and capitalise on a Brackley Town mistake. Yeah, poor play from the back from Brackley. Kelly squared it for Sanderson, but just going to keep a shot down.
Yeah, Woking should have equalised, really. Sanderson had a great opportunity, and yet he leant back.
Really, really poor finish there from Ollie Sanderson. But at least Woking have finally had a chance again. Really haven't got going in these early stages, and I think some of the fans just get a bit frustrated that they feel like that's to take an opposition goal for Woking to get going, because Woking responded well to Truro going 2-1 up last week, and then they got the equaliser. Baxter's goal kick headed forwards from Andrews, held up here now from Sanderson, the centre. Plays it back for Akinola. Woking now down the inside right. Akinola out for Drew. Drew looking to cut in, but Haynes closing down the space well. Back with Turner just the front halfway. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Just coming up to the 14th minute here. A couple of minutes ago, Matt Lowe poking over the line as Woking struggled to defend a corner. Turner on the inside right. Goes back here for Tunji Akinola. Square for Chinakoli. Coley on the ball. Coley now through the Brackley Town forward line. Sanderson dropping deep. Plays it to Akinola. A few yards in front of halfway now. Brings it forwards, then doesn't have that forward pass on. Turns and goes back for Chinakoli. Akoli now in the centre circle. Akoli uses Akinola. Now Akinola midway inside the Brackley Town half. Back here for Turner. Woking keep possession, but not in threatening part of the pitch, and Akoli's pass easily read there from Scott Pollock. Plays it back into Woking territory. Yaskalainen just outside his box, the sun shining in his eyes. Akoli right footed to Akinola just behind halfway. Akinola looks over the top for Kelly to try and chase, too far in front. Josh Kelly though, and Johnny Max there takes a few steps back and now picks up the ball. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1.
And as you say, Tom, Woking enjoying a spell of possession but not going anywhere, and also moving the ball far too slowly. When you do that, all the opposition need to do is sit there, which is exactly what they're doing.
Aldrin holds the ball up midway inside the Woking half. Now Pollock to Haynes just behind halfway. Haynes down the centre circle. Price, no one around him. Price now short for Roberts to his left. Roberts on halfway. Roberts square for Price. Brackley Town in the centre circle. In midfield, Price turns and goes back to his captain. Now it's square from Dean to Lilly. Here's Dean again. Now Morrison. It's the middle of the back three where Gareth Dean has the ball. Dean square for Lilly. Again, Brackley Town very confident the ball there. Just over a quarter an hour gone. This is leading by goal to nil in this FA Cup fourth qualifying round tie. And now Brackley slowly just moving the ball across the defensive line. Lilly to Dean. Now zips it. And Pollock plays it back. Now it's Morrison and field for Price. Now Brackley Town have all the confidence at the moment. Now opening goal, Lilly over halfway. Roberts turns. Now played right to the centre where Coley intercepts. Falls back to Roberts. Good silent challenge one there from Turner, but Roberts still has it. And now Price on halfway. Roberts back in the Brackley Town half to Lilly. Just by the centre circle is Price. Price sprays it out. And now Nottingham chest it behind him for Pollock. Pollock now. Right foot on top of the ball to Nottingham. Stretches to keep in play. Gets it in field to Waldron. Now Brackley in the attacking third with Pollock. Pollock edge of the box. Pollock now. Bit of a tight angle for him to try and take on a shot, so goes out to Haynes. Behind the corner flag on the left. Haynes puts the cross in, flicked away from Akinola at the near post. Buter miscontrols. Price now behind it for Haynes, and Woking crowd getting frustrated here. They're a goal down. Brackley Town control and possession, and now Turner just shrugs his man Pollock off the ball, and now Drew whips it down the right hand side for Sanderson to chase. Dean's across. Sanson put the pressure on. Dean clears his lines. Haynes picks up midway inside his half. And now it's back here with Lilly. Price dictating things so far in that Brackley Town midfield. Morrison quickly in front of him to Roberts. Roberts has that free roll. He's out the right hand side at the moment. And now here's Price, a few yards behind the centre circle. Again, comfortable Brackley Town in possession. Here's Dean, left-footed. Again, finds Morrison and plenty of room. Morrison now to Roberts. Has Nottingham pushed up high in that right-hand side. Roberts moves it back in the centre circle for Price. Again, Roberts, Brackley Town just carry on dictating possession. Left-footed from Roberts, and now Pollock. He moves out to the left. Pollock just strokes it a few yards behind him with his right foot to Lilly. Lilly now enters the centre circle. Lilly stops the ball. Little tap with his left foot, then with his right, rolls it to Haynes. Haynes first time, the inside left. Roberts turns. Roberts nudged into from behind from Kelly. And again, Brackley just controlling possession with ease there.
Yeah, far too easy at the moment for Brackley. You know, Woking are not laying a glove on them. They're not getting close to them. Brackley just spraying it around. That man Roberts showing when he needs to. It's far too easy.
Most certainly, and again another chance for Ryan Haynes to put a dangerous delivery in for Brackley Town. Just under 30 yards and goal. And yes, sun's shining here at Layfake Community Stadium, but the weather not matching the mood of the home crowd. The visiting fans enjoying themselves so far. Again, only 80 minutes played, but they can be really pleased with what they're seeing. The Brackley Town fans side of a goal up, dictating things here. As John just said a moment ago, Woking can't lay a glove on Brackley at the moment. Hoping they can change things. So Haynes all set to deliver on the inside left. So Haynes now ready to whip this in leftwards and actually goes for more of a clip ball towards the back post. Header into the 6-yard, towards the 6-yard box, wide of the target in the end. I think that may have been Morrison. It was him and Nottingham climb at the back post. Header well wide of the target in the end, but again, that floating, dangerous delivery.
And again, you know, a Brackley player on the end of a cross. Woking just not dealing with aerial balls at all at the moment.
So Jaskalainen with the goal kick. Head away from Morrison, only as far as Kelly. A challenge from behind there from, it was Price, but he won the ball. It's a free kick though. And it's at Woking 0, Brackley Town 1 there, just over 19 minutes played. Essentially, last will as Woking could have immediately responded to that Brackley goal. Ollie Sanderson had a chance, right footed shot in the box, well over the bar though. But since then, Brackley controlling possession. The home fans getting restless, and it's not been a good 19.5 minutes so far for Woking. They're trailing Brackley Town by 1-0. So free kick for the Cards. Jack Turner to take this in the middle. 30 yards from goal. Can Woking possibly do something from this? Well, Turner, I don't know, is he going to go? It's going to be extreme range if he goes there himself. I think he will be clipping this one, and he does indeed. Now Turner towards Cody at the back post. Cody trying to get under control, instead gives away a free kick, just nudging Michael Nottingham to the ground. Just hit the 20-minute mark here at the Layfake Community Stadium. The FA Cup 4th qualifying round, where Woking are trailing at home to Brackley Town by 0-0. Matt Lowe with the goal.
And that free kick from Turner really sums up Woking's performance so far. It was sort of floaty, nothing on it, and nothing ball.
Again, Woking just simply haven't got going. They didn't get going last week. They did grow into it and get that opening goal, but the difference is Brackley Town already got the opening goal, and Woking need to try and respond. Sanson did have that chance over the bar, but that's about as good as it's got for Woking. Nottingham flicks on the goal kick, cleared from Macaulay, and Hines just flicks it out of play for a Brackley throw.
And you mentioned Hines, he hasn't featured at all, and normally, you know, you want to see him getting up and down that left-hand flank as playing his wing-back role. He just hasn't got going.
Throw for Nottingham. He chased down there from Kelly. Slip there from the Brackley Town centre-back Lilly. Now Kelly has it in the centre circle over halfway. Kelly square for Hines. Now a chance for Woking to get moving here, but again pretty slow on the ball, just the front halfway with Andrews. Andrews left-footed, finds Hines a little pocket space, but again still very far from goal. Now midway inside the Brackley half, Hines, 2 men around him. And Price and Nottingham. Hines goes in field to Kelly, tidy feet from Kelly. Kelly trying to drive forwards, but Nottingham challenges him. Now Price has it. Now there's a late challenge there from Kelly on Price. Pollock played it forwards, but the referee's pulled it back for a free kick to Brackley Town. again, Kelly was trying to dribble forwards, but just didn't have a lot of support and ran into trouble. It's just doesn't seem to be many options when we can try and attack, and just all very frustrating so far.
Yeah, it's all very lethargic out there from Woking at the moment. No one really playing with any real energy or purpose. Need to step it up.
Certainly.
And that's a yellow card, I think the referee's shown, presumably to Kelly.
Yeah, I certainly presume it be to Kelly with the challenge that he made. So, first player in the referee's notebook this afternoon. 22.5 minutes gone.
And the challenge was, born out of frustration, really, in that he didn't really have any options. Lost the ball.
Kelly Sanderson, again, not a lot of space to link up. Wing backs can't get involved. Too slow midfield. It's not a really good start from Woking. It reflects in the scoreline. Brackley Town leading by a goal to nil, just approaching the 23rd minute.
You've got to say, so far, the loss of O'Brien looks quite serious for Woking. It was no sort when he went off last week against Truro how the performance deteriorated. He was just starting to try and find some form, sort of almost playing a number 10 role and joining up the midfield to the attack, and there's nobody able to do that out there at the moment.
So throw for Brackley to take just in front halfway. Nottingham just been ordered to step a few yards further back. Actually, Jaskalainen is down there for Woking. Hopefully it's nothing serious, of course, with Jaskalainen's injury problems. Woking fans hoping it's just maybe something tactically, just to try and get the instructions.
I agree with you. I think it's a tactical fall down, should we put it that way, so that Neil Ardley can try and get some sense into this Woking side, because they've started so poorly. They really have. They're just kind of strolling around. There's no sense of urgency. There's no sense of purpose. I'm not entirely sure if they really know what sort of formation they're playing. There's no one linking up play. It's really poor so far.
Yeah, again, playing a three at the back with wing backs, you've got to get the wing backs involved, and Drew and Hine just simply haven't got involved so far enough, and that means Kelly and Sanson getting frustrated, and there's been a few tidy bits of possession, but it's been in Woking's own half. As soon as they enter the opposition half, can't seem to create anything. Probably the Woking chance came for a Brackley Town mistake.
Yep.
And Sanson couldn't take it. But again, it just feels like at the moment you've really got to be clinical for Woking forwards, just not create many chances.
Well, they're just not really offering anything in midfield, are they, at all? Turner to me is really sitting far too deep. It means there's a huge gap between him and the forward line. Buteman's not involved. Jamie Andrews has been a peripheral figure. I haven't really counted one meaningful challenge yet from a Woking player. And it's far too comfortable out there for Brackley, but let's give them some credit. They've come out here, they've knocked the ball around, they look dangerous when the ball's in the air, and they've been very competitive so far, and actually they played some nice football.
Yeah, set up really nicely. Haynes is putting some dangerous balls, and just looking comfortable midfield. I think Morgan Roberts, Scott Pollock, they look very tidy players on the ball in that Brackley Town midfield, and Woking just need to try and set themselves and have some good possession of their own. 25.5 minutes played, Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. That was poor attempt return though there from Roberts towards Nottingham, so that will be a Woking throw just behind halfway. Andrews leaves it for Tariq Hines. Andrews returns it to Hines on the stretch. Hines lays it behind him, back to Andrews. Andrews left footed now, Okoli to his right to Akinola midway in his half, back for Okoli, right in the centre. Approaching the centre circle now. To his left to Richards. Now Richards turns back on his left foot. Again, it's with Okoli. He's in the centre circle. Okoli now, just over halfway for Tunji Akinola on the right hand side. Akinola turns on the inside right, back for Okoli. Again, he can hear some Woking fans get frustrated. Woking going backwards again. Here's Akinola. Turner just in front of him. Turn now. Doesn't have any space to go down the line. Back for Akinola. And again, Woking just have to recycle it across that back three. Okoli to the left of the back three. There is the Woking number 3, Caleb Richard. Now Andrews first time, can't find Hines though, intercepted. Nice strength there from the Brackley goal scorer Low on the far side. Now is Nottingham slows himself down midway in the Woking half now, just pokes it behind for Pollock. Nottingham again, Scott Pollock on halfway now, moves into his own half. Here is Dean, Gareth Dean, the Brackley Town skipper, just behind him for Maxted. And now Maxted first time. Again, Kelly trying to put some pressure on, but Brackley comfortable on the ball here with Lilly. Lilly rolls a right-footed pass for Pollock. 27 minutes played, Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Now Morrison into the feet of Lowe. Lowe just over halfway now. Nottingham pokes it down the right, comes off the knee of Waldron. Hines clears. Incept though from Lowe, chasing down his inception, but Hines just has enough time to go back for Jaskalainen. He clears towards the far side. Header on halfway from Dean, and it will bounce back here for Jaskalainen as Waldron was in an offside position. Again, Jaskalainen looking at his options. Is he going to go direct or short to one of the defenders? It's inside the D. Jaskalainen clips it, and now does find Sanderson, wins the flick on towards Kelly, but cleared from Dean. Nice control there from Pollock, head of Sanderson. Now high ball down the far side, ball bouncing here, edge of the box. Richards has it down, now it's Lowe has it. Lowe heading towards the corner flag. Lowe needs a bit of support. Lowe trying to turn away from Richards. Lowe now back on the right for Nottingham. Brackley still high up the pitch. Nottingham infield. Pollock keeps hold of the ball nicely against Andrews. And now it's back in the centre circle with Roberts. Roberts left footed, rolls it to his left hand side to Haynes. Now just behind halfway is Lilly. Lets the ball run across him, trying to turn away from Kelly. Lilly now has Drew around him as well as Kelly. Kelly harassing Lilly, but Lilly gets a nice pass over the top of Sanderson. Now a bit of space here for Carl Morrison. Morrison enters the Woking half at a very slow pace. Brackley again comped on the ball. Ball now on the inside right here for Lowe to try and hold up. Andrews goes down. Referee doesn't give anything initially. Now the referee, I think it was Andrews going down holding his head initially. That's why he's blowing his whistle. Has he given a free kick now? The referee, Andrews' favour. So Woking physios just have to come and see how Andrews is. Nothing malicious there. Lowe just trying to run backwards and try and find a pass, and Andrew just ran into Jamie Andrews there. Just a bit of an honest clash, and Jamie Andrews now just coming off the field. Approaching the half-hour mark here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Matt Lowe has Brackley Town in front. It will just be a drop ball here from the referee. Yeah, didn't think that was a free kick at all. So right decision, and drop ball now will commence just in line with the centre circle on the inside right. So it is Buton, Pollock, two number sevens on the pitch, standing by the ball. Drop ball now, and Pollock plays it back for Lilly, square in the centre circle for Price. Had a very comfortable time in that deep midfield role. Brackley just inside the half with Morrison. Morrison now, Pollock asking for it, receives it. Buteman coming across towards him. Pollock turns back onto his left foot. Now played across the centre circle by Morrison. Here's Lilly. Lilly rolls it over halfway for Haynes. Plays it first time back for Lilly. Again, no one putting this Brackley Town back three under pressure. Lilly across for Morrison. Morrison just behind halfway. Price now in space asking for it. Price. Now, is he going to look to his left or maybe go through the middle? Price right on the halfway line in the centre circle. Just goes short here to Morrison. Here's Price. Again, the Woking fans understandably getting very, very angry and frustrated. They can't get the ball. Half hour gone. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. The fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Listen to BBC Radio Surrey's live commentary of this match on the BBC Sport website and BBC Sounds app. First time pass there from Dean. Flicked on to Waldron. Flick on was won by Lowe. He's up top with him. Nottingham now down the right hand side for Waldron to chase in a foot race with Okoli. Does reach Roberts though. Roberts now turns. Now back for Nottingham on the right hand side. Brackley, few yards in front of halfway here with Morrison. Morrison plays a low ball for Lowe to control. Lowe now inside right in the attacking third. Lowe trying to keep his balance. Lowe now about to enter the penalty area. Still Lowe on the ball. Turns and goes behind him for Roberts. Roberts goes for a low shot and it's wide the target. Didn't take a deflection. Again, Brackley just put so many passes together on challenge. Roberts eventually just under 25 yards out, drags a shot well wide. Still Woking 0, Brackley Town 1.
And again, far too easy for Brackley. You know, Woking don't seem to be pressing or knowing really what they're doing out there. It's almost like a pre-season friendly at the moment.
Nice touch there from Kelly on halfway for Jaskalainen's ball. Now Drew down the right side, and Woking add a bit of pace. Drew trying to keep it, just poke it to Kelly. Kelly tackle from Haynes, ball rolls in the centre. Woking 30 yards and goal. Buteman asking anyone to come towards him. Goes short for Drew. Back here for Akinolo, and it's visible Woking have no confidence at the moment. And Okoli now for Andrews, just over halfway in the centre circle. Andrews turns. onto his left foot, rolls it for Tunji Akinola. Akinola now down the right side. Akinola looks at Kelly, little flick into the box, but cleared away there from Morrison, and that will be a throw for Woking on the right hand side. Drew to take it, and Drew level with the corner of the area, throws it onto the chest of Tunji Akinola. Turner returns it to Akinola, just under 40 yards to goal. Now back in the centre circle, just around halfway for Richards. Quickly now to Chinakoli. Coley out to left hand side to Tariq Hines. Hines about halfway into the Brackley half. Hines trying to motor forwards here, but again 2 men around him, slowing him down. Hines now trying to cut in. Still Tariq Hines on the ball. Hines just passed out of play, and they were trying to link up, have the short option on with Harry Beatsman. A very inaccurate pass there from Tariq Hines, but just sums up Woking's afternoon so far. It is indeed just approaching the 33rd minute. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. The home side getting very frustrating. Since we last with us, there's not really been any clear-cut chances, but Brackley Town just dictating possession so easily, and the home fans certainly not having a good time of it so far. And, Woking have 12 minutes in this first half to try and get an equaliser, but it's looking very, very unlikely the way the game's going at the moment. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Hines can't pick up Beatsman. Clear from Dean, only as far as Andrews. Andrews now 40 yards and goal. Now to Akinola. Akinola trying to burst forwards here on the inside right. Out to Drew, level with the penalty here. Drew puts the cross in, head away there from Morrison. And almost a nice touch from Robert, just got away from the end and Woking back on the ball. Drew square foot. Andrews now, here's a Coley. Just by the centre circle. Coley left footed to Andrews, just the front halfway on Woking's right. Back into the feet of Chinakoli. Here's Beatsman now on the centre spot. Beatsman just rolls it across halfway for Akinola, and now Turner asking for it. Turner first time turns, it's a flick there from Santos, really nice for Sanson, heavy touch throw from Drew and cleared away from Dean. Well, a little bit better from Woking, that's not really saying too much, but at least a nice little flick there for Sanson, trying to create something different.
Yeah, moving the ball a little bit quicker.
So a throw here for Woking to take, level with the penalty area. Andrews throws it short for Drew. Drew now, can he get a cross in? Drew, short for Turner. Now Drew. Woking heading towards the box, now back out on the right for Andrews. Andrews just send the cross in, diving head away though from Pollock. Here's Hines. Hines out the left hand side. Again, midway into the Brackley half. Infield now for Beatsman. Right in the centre is Turner. Turner, about 25 yards and goal. Goes square for Andrews. Can Andrews get a cross in? Andrews cuts in. Andrews cross straight into the arms of Johnny Maxted. And again, another moment that just sums up Woking's half. Huffing and puffing a bit, but just the final product wasn't there to be seen in that cross there from Jamie Andrews. Maxted releases it. Header now from Richards. Hines can't flick on. Header one for Nottingham. Bit of an aerial mismatch there. Richards heads away though. Now Nottingham volleys in the air after Pollock's header came towards him. Ball still bouncing in play for the moment. Now it's out of play. Dickard head of Waldron. And that will be a throw for Woking. Richards leaves it for Hines. So Tariq Hines, midway point of the Woking half, throws it back to Chinakoli, who's in the area. Akoli now, left footed. 10 minutes off this first half to go. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Goal just over 10 minutes into the match by Matt Lowe. And here's Richards to Chinakoli. Again, back here for Richards. Richards now, coming towards halfway. Richards, you try and run down that left hand side. Didn't really have any space to do that though. Brackley fine, just sitting deep for the time being. Woking on the ball. Andrews now for Chinakoli. And now Turner has it in the centre. Nice little turn from him. Drew inside right to Akinola. Can play it back down that right hand side. He just finds Drew. Drew now trying to get away. Drew plays it forward to Sanderson to chase edge of the box, but cleared away from Harrison. Woking start to push Brackley back, but Brackley still looking comfortable. 36 minutes on the clock. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Richards moves it quickly for Beatsman. Pokes it down the inside left to Kelly. Now breaks here for Beatsman. Kelly controls with his knee, edge of the box. Now out for Hines. Hines can get a ball into the area. Hines lifts it towards the back post. Headed away there from Morrison. It is Aaron Drew now by the corner flag. Drew to Turner. Turner, no space, get a cross in. Drew now, quickly to Beatsman, turns on the inside right. Woking, edge of the box. But again, Brackley closed down the spaces. Drew tries to turn. Good slide and challenge. One there from Price. In fact, to count of Drew last. Drew's appealing it should be a corner kick, but good tackle from Price and wins the goal kick for his side. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1, just coming up to the 37th minute.
Again, Woking struggling to create anything at all. You know, to me, I think they need to look at making some changes even at half-time. I think you're looking at bringing a Sude on because we all know he's got pace to burn. Woking looks so predictable out there at the moment. They're one-paced. They're not able to open them up. The wing-backs are not getting down the side to get crosses in. I mean, Maxted can't have had an easier afternoon for years in Brackley Town's goal. He's had nothing to do.
Yeah, and Woking have got to try and change that. And Haynes bending the ball too high though for anyone. It's back here with Yaskalainen and rolls it in his area for Okoli. Beautiful now, first time for Akinola. Infield for Turner. Turner under a bit of pressure here from Pollock. Let's go back in the Woking box for Okoli. Now Turner in a bit of space with those deep inside his half. Now Akinola. Again, he's approaching halfway. Akinola now gets it into the forward line. Kelly, 35 yards and goal. He's out the right hand side. Kelly now clips it, looking for the runner. Drew on the edge of the box, cleared away though from Lilly. And now Waldron just nudges the back of Turner. Nothing given though. Coley heads over halfway. Akinola controls, and now the referee does give a free kick in Woking's favour, which Akinola takes. Andrews to Coley on the stretch. Now Akinola gets to it. Like a bit of miscommunication there for a second. Coley and Akinola. Now Andrews in the centre circle, body shape diagonally, brings it over halfway. Now he brings Richards into play, plays it through the centre circle for Tunji Akinola. Akinola down the inside right, misses beaten, but there's a running box from Kelly. Kelly trying to get to it, but in the end beaten to it by Gareth Dean. He clears his lines, and it's a Woking throw.
Good defending by Dean. You know, kept his eye on the ball, didn't rush in.
So throw for Woking to take. Drew now releases it. Controlled it from Sanderson. Now Drew in field. Andrews first time. Beaton holds on to it. Sanderson back inside to Turner. Woking just over 25 yards and goal, right in the centre. Turner square right footed for Akinola. Out for Drew. Little knock forwards from him to Sanderson. Back throw for Tunji Akinola. Again Brackley comfortable in a low block. Now Turner to Beaton. Again he's facing away from goal. Just over 25 yards and goal. Back with Turner now in the centre circle with Andrews. Now Richards trying to make movement in behind. Now Hines picks up inside left. Beatsman inside of D. Shot blocked though. And it was well blocked from Gareth Dean. Only as far as his opposite number, Jamie Andrews on the inside left. Now Woking, edge of the box with Hines. Hines trying to cut in. Now he plays it short for Turner. Work to Akinola on the inside right. Again Woking trying to find that final pass or try and get space to get a shot off. Again Andrews turns back onto his left foot. Now plays it forwards. Controlled there from Kelly. Kelly just over 35 yards and goal in the middle. And now Akinola. Again Woking coming forwards at a very slow pace. Drew cuts in back for Akinola. Akinola right footed. Now Andrews. Here's Okoli in the centre circle. 5 minutes left this first half. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. The fourth qualifying round the FA Cup. Akinola now towards the box. Nice little turn and pass there for Sanson. Cross from Drew, overhit though. That was some tidy build-up play from Woking. Nice little pass there for Sanderson, but Drew just overhit that cross on the right side of the area.
Yeah, it was a patient build-up. I'll give it that, but again, the ball into the box was way overhit. And that's really been Woking's half summarised. I think their build-up play has been so slow. This makes it so easy for Brackley Town. They just need to sit there. Woking are moving it side to side, side to side. They're rarely getting down the flanks, not getting through the middle at all. There's no creativity in midfield whatsoever. It's so predictable.
It feels at the moment that Woking need that little individual piece of magic. Nottingham heads on from the goal kick. Now header forward to Roberts, but here's Akinola just in front of the D. Behind him for Yaskalainen. Brackley starting to push up. Yaskalainen finds Turner inside the area. Now square for Akinola. Drew coming towards him. Akinola clips it now towards halfway. Nice touch there from Sanderson that just bobbles off his head. Lilly was sticking tight to him, and that will be a throw in Brackley Town's favour. So Haynes, a few yards in the Woking half on the near side, just by the Woking dugout to take this throw in the sunshine here in Surrey. Brackley Town leading by goal to 0 at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Drew flicks backwards when Haynes is thrown out low. Brackley goal scorer left side of the area. Gets the cross in towards Nottingham. Head up in the air from Hines now headed out the box from Andrews. Price chests it down. Here's Pollock. Pollock dispossessed from Andrews, but Pollock fighting to win it back. Hines on the ball. Hines just calms himself, clears towards halfway, but easy control for Gareth Dean. Clips it forwards. Head away from Richards. Control from Turner on the stretch. Now has to quickly play it back as Roberts was bearing down on him. Here's with Jaskalainen. He took a little nick off Roberts. Back to the Woking goalkeeper. 3 minutes of normal time left this first half. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. It was a late start to this match because there wasn't a doctor at the ground, but thankfully that was resolved. There's a late kick-off here. Just wondering why it is not half-time yet. 2.5 minutes of normal time left of this first half. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Matt Lowe with a goal. Here's Chinakoli in the send circle. It right-footed. Richards takes it down with his left. Now Richards coming forward here. Richards out for Hines. Level the penalty area. Hines gets the cross towards the back post. Can't find his fellow wing back though, and Drew. I think it was a little nudge from Drew at the back post on Haynes. Well, Lilly headed away the cross anyway from Tariq Hines. So free kick for Brackley Town again. Look, more time for them to tick down.
And you know, with 43 minutes on the clock, Johnny Maxted in Brackley's goal has not had a shot to save, not one, which is a hugely telling fact. I mean, Woking are the home team, for goodness sake. Second half, they really do need to step it up. Otherwise, I do fear questions are going to be asked of the management team here, because it's just not good enough. Certainly what they've served up so far. You're looking for a reaction come the second half.
Cody heads away the free kick. Now it's with Brackley in the send circle. Haynes plays it behind him, and now Woking trying to press here the two forwards. Lilly goes back to his goalkeeper in his nice looking pink kit. And now Morrison on the stretch, hits it down the right side. He's always off balance when he's hitting that ball too far behind Nottingham, and it is a throw for Woking just on the midway inside the half on the left. Caleb Richards to take. Can Woking find that equaliser in the last minute of normal time in this first 45? It's Woking 0, Brackley Town 1, the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Listen to BBC Radio Surrey's commentary of this match on BBC Sport website and BBC Sounds. Here is Woking down left hand side with Richards. Now Richards, Nottingham gets across, goes down. Well, Richards can't get down that side. I think it's actually been given it as a free kick for Woking as Nottingham just ran across him. So it will be a free kick here for Woking just in front of halfway. Andrews take. Just coming up to the 45th minute, still Woking 0, Brackley Town 1, and Woking's frustrating half continues. Since you're last with us, Woking haven't tested Johnny Maxted once, and yeah, really feeling that frustration from the home crowd. Brackley dictating possession. There's been a few times Woking have tried to push Brackley back. Woking do have a free kick just front halfway to take very shortly, but yeah, very comfortable for the visitors at the moment as we're now about to enter first half stoppage time, where it's Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Jamie Andrews pings the free kick in. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Free kick from Woking headed away from Dean. Here's Roberts midway inside his half, hits it off back of Caleb Richards' right leg, and that will do nicely for the visitors. Just a reminder, 3 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, the Layfake Community Stadium was a late start due to no doctor at the ground. Thankfully that was resolved. Brackley Town beat very fact that was resolved the way the game's going at the moment as well. By goal to nil. Haynes throw. Waldron trying to pin Akinola. Akinola gets his head on it. Brackley though in the attacking third. Waldron miscontrols again. Drew now forwards. Flick from Beatsman. And Sanson trying to roll his man in Lilly, but instead Lilly comes away with it. Clears it forwards. Well, Lowe chasing down the ball on the left hand side. Can he get to it? He tried everything he could there. Did control it, but just when it went out of play. But credit to Matt Lowe for not giving that one up. Well, it's a throw here for Brackley. I have absolutely no idea how that's there must be an invisible deflection. There was a long ball forwards, didn't see any deflection. I saw Matt Lowe couldn't control the ball, it went out of play, but
correct, Matt Lowe tried to control the ball and he put it out of play. Why does the referee think he was running like mad to keep it in play if it was going to be a Brackley throw-in?
That might be generally one of the most bizarre decisions I've seen, actually. So midway into 3 minutes of stoppage time, Brackley have a throw here by the corner flag. Haynes takes, Cody heads out the box, but Brackley can try and get it back into Woking's penalty area. Now Lilly drills it in. flicked behind him from Drew, and Drew, his flick goes out for Brackley throw on the far side, which Michael Nottingham won't rush to go out and take. So another throw for Woking to defend it. So Nottingham level with the penalty area, gets the ball quickly. Can Brackley go 2 goals in front half time? Woking players have really filled the wrath of the crowd if that was to happen. Nottingham had Pollock as a short option. Pollock now moves away. Nottingham all set to take the long throw from the far side. Nottingham now releases the throw. Bouncing inside the 6-yard box, and it's headed towards goal off the other side of the bar. It was already a foul though, and Caleb Richards was headed from Roberts. That came off the other side of the bar, but there was a nudge on Caleb Richards, and Woking can breathe a sigh of relief. Free kick for the Cards. Yeah, another example though that when the ball comes into the box in the air, Woking seem to panic every time. And that's something that would be a huge worry for Neil Lardy, but to be fair, few worries. One of the big ones, as John's mentioned a fair few times this half, Johnny Maxted hasn't been tested. Simple as that. And Willie Askline just given his right post a bit of a kick before he'll take this free kick, which will surely be one of the last pieces of action this first half. Well, gets it up. Easy head away for Dean. There goes the half-time whistle here at the Layfake Community Stadium. A few boos, and I have to say, deservedly so with the performance that Woking have conjured up so far. Brackley Town in control this one. They'll be disappointed actually, it's only by 1 goal, but they'll still gladly take that at the same time though. Matt Lowe with the goal for Brackley Town. Woking fell to defend a corner kick. Yaskline missed the ball, it was a header towards goal. Woking were trying to clear it from the 6-yard box, but broke to Matt Lowe, poked it over line. Yeah, as I mentioned, Johnny Maxted hasn't been tested. Woking have got a few good positions to get some crosses in. There was one where Aaron Drew was free inside the box, but overhit his cross. Sanderson did have a shot over the bar. That's Woking's only threatening moment, severely threatening moment that first half really. And yeah, just your last thoughts, John, going into the break.
Well, really poor. Woking just never got going at all, conceded a soft goal, which obviously gave Bracknell something to hang on to. Not that they've done that necessarily. Woking have just been so predictable, so one-paced. They've carried no threat at all. I really do think at half-time Neil Aldey needs to think about some changes. I would scrap this 3 at the back business because the wing-backs haven't really got forward at all. I would look to bring someone like a Sude on to change things up and give Woking some pace. They look so one-paced out there, and it's making it very easy for Bracknell at the moment. Big improvement required in the second half.
Most certainly, half-time here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Just a reminder, it was a late start due to no doctor being available, but that was sorted. So half-time here at the Layfake Community Stadium in the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. It is Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Cool. I am there, yep. No worries, mate.
Do just come out.
Yeah, half-time here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. It's Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. The visitors certainly worthy of their advantage. The goal just came over at the 10-minute mark. It was a corner from the left-hand side. Will Yaskline, the Woking goalkeeper, missed the ball that was headed down to the ground. Bit of a melee in the 6-yard box. It broke to Matt Lowe to poke over the line for Brackley Town. Woking could have immediately responded. Brackley were messing around with the ball at the back. Gave it away to Josh Kelly, and he found his strike partner, Ollie Stanton, but he got his right foot caught under the ball when he took the strike on it. Went well over the bar, and since then Woking haven't haven't had a shot at Brackley Town's goal at all. It's been a very easy afternoon for Johnny Maxton. The home fans getting very frustrated. Woking has been too slow in possession. It's been easy for Brackley Town. When Brackley get possession, it's very easy for them to keep it, and that's the Woking fans getting very, very frustrated. So a big second half coming up from the cards. There was a few boos at half time. I certainly can't blame the Woking fans at all. Half time here, it is Woking 0, Brackley Town 1.
Sorry I missed your call earlier. I think I was doing live commentary on BBC. My colleague picked it up. I'm not sure if I spoke to you. Sure. Fine, okay, well look, you learn things from these situations. Yeah. What's happening at Hemel Hempstead next? Alright, well, yeah, when we were ahead, really good solid performance, but very close. Watching on TV earlier, fine in town, yeah, well, do you listen to Voice of Football podcast? Yeah, so some of the interviews are really good. They interviewed the owner of 30 years talking about transforming fine in town. It's well worth listening to. Anyway, have a good night. Have a good second half.
Yeah, we watched it on the first half on the coach all the way down. Yeah, and they're really interesting. Yeah. They're really good. I feel like the team's probably about a month ago. Pretty quick. And he said, he knows him through LinkedIn. And he said, he talks about investing in the right things. So, investing in food and making sure you're talking about it, controlling the controllables as well, but not outsourcing it. It's really interesting. There's so many good aspects. Like why he's investing in really people. Same here, yeah. I listened to it before. Yeah, that's what we just said. I look at the content before I listen to it, because sometimes it's just very samey. When they talk about some really interesting things, they have some good yeah, they just got that. I mean,
message in and say, look, such a disrespect.
Yeah. Should invite him a lot, I invite him to have a chat. They probably would do. They will be aware that they're not watching their thing. So they will be quiet. He's got alerts set up for him. He talks about how he's told it. I like it, so I try to stop it. Right, just that all out. Anyway, yeah, he said interesting company name for Brackley. Sounds like a bonus. But yeah, he talks about how popular they make it. Sent to Jam and she was like, this is public information, you should do it. First thing we do is we got this bar, we've got credit site to see what they're like. Since then, we get some inquiries as well. If they just set up a week ago, you're like, what companies have they got? heard it before. I wasn't sure if it was just. Yeah, so it was not when they got it last. And then they were just welcoming with open arms and well, the opposite. Spent too much time with kids.
Hello and welcome back here to the Laithwaite Community Stadium, where it was far from a good first half for Woking. Again, a goal down coming into the second half. Brackley Town scoring through Matt Lowe just over 10 minutes into the match. Again, Woking struggled to defend the corner and Lowe poked it over the line, and Woking simply didn't work the Brackley goalkeeper Johnny Max did in the first half, and John, that's simply got to change.
It certainly has. You know, you would expect there to have been some strong words at half time. I'm very surprised that there haven't been any changes made so far. I think Woking need to switch to a back four. They're playing with a back five, and with Turner sitting right in front, you're really playing with a back six, which is ridiculous. You're at home.
Well, let's see if Woking can change things this second half here. The FA Cup 4 qualifying round is Akinola on the far side. Short now to the feet of Kelly. First time here for Turner. Lifts it forwards, but easy head away there for Dean. Only as far as Kelly. Kelly now out on the right hand side in the attacking third. Level the penalty area, surrounded by a few yellow and black shirts. Kelly wins it back after he lost it. Now Kelly, edge of the box on the inside right, leaves it for Turner. Turner gets across in towards Beesman, and his header took a deflection, and Nottingham now has the ball inside the area and he can clear. It's blocked from Hines. Header now from Pollock, and now here's Andrews inside left, enters the penalty area. Andrews gets a low pass in, clear away from Pollock, and Hines can't control on the stretch. And now Price can come forwards here for Brackley. Price towards halfway, Richards controls. Richards now into beat Hines. Hines tried to combine Richards, there was a push there for Nottingham into the back of Hines. Woking free kick at 6-7 yards in the Brackley half. Now it's back with Chinakoli. Here is Akinola over halfway. Akinola zips it down the inside right for Kelly to chase. Kelly now trying to move him behind. Kelly nicks the ball in the box, sets off for Sanson. Sanson's shot blocked though from Morrison. Head up in the air from Pollock. Ball still inside the area. Handball appeals there against Sanderson. Well, Brackley clear anyway through Price. Lowe trying to turn. Richards hooks it away in the centre circle. Nice flick on there from Akinola. Good start to the second half from Woking. We're a minute and a half in. Here is Turner. Short now for Drew. Inside to Turner. Just shifts it now onto his right foot back in the centre circle for Chinakoli. Short for Tunji Akinola. Back with Chinakoli. Now Woking just slowing things down. Here is Akinola. Akinola. Short ball and field for Turner. Turner lifts it. Kelly controls inside the box. Looked to be on, but he's dispossessed anyway, though, from Jack Price. And now Price goes long on the left hand side for Lowe to chase. Okoli though using his strength. Lowe though does really well to shrug off Okoli, and now Lowe cuts inside, and Lowe now edge of the box. Lowe needs support, has that in Price in the centre, about 23 yards from goal. Brackley on the inside right, they go backwards now. Lowe to Haynes in field for Pollock, and now they can just try and control possession. Morrison, Brackley on the inside right. Roberts back for Morrison, first line forward ball, not in tandem though with Nottingham. Andrews and Hines exchange passes. Hines now looking to burst down the left, heading towards halfway. Hines stopped in the tracks though from Roberts. Short and square for Price on halfway. Lively start to the second half. Woking 0, Brackley 1, the fourth qualifying round the FA Cup. Dean, short now for Price as Brackley just looking to settle after a really bright first minute half from Woking in this second half, and Morrison looks the ball down the right hand side too far though for Walder, and that will be a throw for Woking deep in their half for Caleb Richards to take. Richards just assessing his options, 3 minutes into the second half, and now Richards releases the throw, looking for Kelly. Headed down to the ground from Morrison. Flicked on from Roberts. Held up in from Lowe. Now Akoda clears it off Lowe. And now loose ball being chased down from Waldron. Trying to round Jääskeläinen. Just couldn't get that first touch right though. And then cleared from Richards. And it'll be a throw for Brackley Town. Woking made a bit of a mess trying to clear that one.
Yeah, Woking living dangerously again. That man Lowe. Not giving up lost causes at all.
Certainly, and
it's going to be a long throw in over on that far side, and we know how Woking struggled in the first half to deal with balls into the box in the air.
So it will be Haynes to take the long throw for Brackley Town. Haynes now again looking at the crowd of players at the near post. So Haynes lifts in the throw, flick on, it's bouncing around the near post. Aaron Turner clears his lines, ball still inside the box, now flicked further away towards the path of Josh Kelly. Kelly trying to round this man, but just pulled the shirt of Price in the referee's view, and again, the Brackley Town fans delighted to see that given as a free kick in their favour, so they can try and continue their pressure on the far side. So another free kick for Brackley to take. So it will be taken from the left hand side, about 27 yards away from goal. It will be a Haynes and Price in conversation as to who will take this free kick. Well, unsurprisingly, the deliveries he put in that first half, it will be Ryan Haynes from the far side. So all set now to take this free kick. Haynes is outswinging towards the back post, head up into the air from Drew, controlled there from Roberts with his knee. Roberts to a crowd of bodies, blocked, falls back to Roberts, complete miss, hits the ball, rolls out to the far side. Andrews can't get to it first though. Haynes by the corner flag. Haynes cross, head away on his fast. Roberts can't get out to control the way he wants to. He still has it though. Roberts on the line of the area, back for Price, plays it across the centre. Brackley about 23-24 yards away from goal with Pollock. Now move back here for Jack Price. Price rolls it towards the edge of the box, turns, shot for Lowe. A low shot was blocked and deflects out for corner kick to Brackley on the left hand side.
And again Brackley keeping up the pressure on Woking. And now they're going to have a corner. And that in itself spells danger, given the way Woking have failed really to defend balls high, balls into the box.
So corner kick on the far side, just over 5 minutes into the second half. Brackley Town leading Woking by a goal to nil. Listen to BBC Radio Surrey's live commentary of this match on the BBC Sport website and app. So here is a corner kick for Jack Price to take. Brackley have weathered that very early Woking second half storm. Can they double their advantage? Price puts the corner in. Well, Nottingham went down inside the box. He thought Akinola was holding him. Nothing given at all, and it will be a Woking goal kick.
I mean, you see that happening all the time in the box. Players holding each other. It's almost impossible for the referee to make a decision. Unless you have a blatant one like last week, which Woking didn't get against Truro, but let's not go there.
Yeah, read my mind, John. I was actually going to mention that. It is Jääskeläinen's goal kick towards Sanson. Too far for Sanson though, head away from Morrison, flicked on from the centre circle from Roberts, taking on the chest now of Lowe. Here comes Brackley, Lowe racing towards the box, squares it in the air for Waldron. What a tackle that was from Tunji Akinola. Roberts left side the area, now sets up for Pollock. Pollock takes a shot on block from Akinola, two pieces, a brilliant defender from Akinola, but especially that tackle on Waldron.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. Again, that man Lowe causing all sorts of problems. Looks like Woking are getting ready to bring, I think it's Timmy.
So yeah, we'll be
Akinola coming on by the looks of it. Well, he's sitting down at the moment, but he's got his top off.
So we're going to have both of the Akinolas on the pitch. Well, I think so anyway. Might be Tim Joff and Timmy on. Who knows? Corner kick for Brackley on the far side. Bit of push and shoving going on in the box. Referee seems to be fine with it now though. And the corner can commence. Price. It's an in-swinger. I was pulling at the back post there. Nottingham. Again, Akinola, Nottingham. That's it again. But no penalty given. And goal kick for Woking. It was Nottingham just on the stretch trying to get to it. Goal kick for Jaskline to take. 53 minutes on the clock. Woking or Brackley Town 1.
Brackley very unhappy they didn't get a penalty there. To me, it looked like it was a decent shout. You know, Akinola was all over the Brackley player.
Here come Brackley on the right hand side. A heavy touch though from Roberts. But again, Brackley weathered that early Woking pressure in the second half very well. Hines throws it back for Chinakoli. And now short foot for Jaskalainen. Jaskalainen has Andrews as a short option. Clips it out to Richards. Controls, right footed, Pollock. Zoom out towards him, Richards in field. And now a bit of time for Andrews to turn and try and get forwards here. Still midway inside his half. James Andrews eventually release it left footed. Hines. And there's a foul there committed on Jamie Andrews. Roberts is knocking into him. So free kick for Woking to take a few yards behind halfway. Here is Turner. And now Turner in possession gives it to Okoli. Richards just on halfway. Richards now plays it infield left footed. Buteman a few yards in the Brackley yard. Buteman looking for a full pass. Buteman doesn't have one on, has to square it into the centre circle to Turner. Back to Chinakoli. Again, Brackley comfortable in their shape off the ball. Woking still just inside their own half with Chinakoli. And now Jamie Andrews joins him in possession. Andrews over halfway. Richards attempts to hit it down left. It deflects off, not him. And that will be a throw for Woking. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1, just coming up to the 10th minute in the second half. And it being a frustrating start for Woking overall in the second half, although they did have a chance in the first minute through Ollie Sanson had a shot block. Brackley have had a couple of periods of pressure after that. Tunji Akinola pulled off a brilliant tackle for Danny Waldron inside the box, but it's Woking 0, Brackley Town 1, 55 minutes on the clock. Here is a throw for Tariq Hines to take. Richards trying to play it forwards towards Kelly. Cleared away from Carl Morrison for a Woking throw. And Hines leaves it for Jamie Andrews to take. Andrews quickly in the ball. Ready now, and let's see what Woking can do. Surely this is going to be a long one from Jamie Andrews. He's taken a lot of short throws this game, but Andrews will go long with this one towards the 6-yard box. Head away, comes to the top of Sanson's head. Now header from Turner. Buteman heads it square inside the box, but Lowe prods it clear, and as far as Drew heads it down. Kelly trying to hold it up, but loses possession in the end against Price. Tiny feet from Pollock, foul from Turner, and Brackley get themselves out of trouble, have a free kick to take on the far side. And Neil Lardley just asking, I think, Timmy Akinola and Jake Forsakaski if they're
and also Matt Ward too, I think.
So triple sub incoming by looks of it for Woking again. This game was crying out for some fresh blood for Woking. I think maybe Josh Shooter might be a late weapon for Woking.
Well, it's crying out for some changes, that's for certain. Something a bit different. You know, Woking's so predictable.
Free kick for Brackley to take. Maxted down the inside left. Easy head away for Okoli. First time from Haynes. And now Brackley on the far side. Held up here from Lowe against Akinola. Tiny feet from Lowe. Back into Akinola. Now turns. Lowe. The only goal of the game so far. And now Brackley on the inside right with Morrison. Come forward and centre back. Morrison's ball intercepted from the dealer from Turner. Just about gives it to Buteman. Thought he was going to give it away to Waldron for a set. Waldron continuing the pressure on Buteman. Side Woking's box. Back with Jaskalainen. Now plays it out of his area. Actually still inside the box here with Richards. And now Okoli. Okoli finds Turner. Controls in the D. Now there's space for Turner to try and run into. Turner wanted someone to drop towards him. Show for a pass. Now Andrews over halfway. Andrews. Richards on his outside. Short for Richards. Richards now left footed. And back here for Tariq Hines. Drags it onto his right boot. Now pokes it in the box for pokes in the centre circle for Turner. Buteman now. Short for Drew. Infield for Buteman. Drew trying to make movement in behind. Buteman over the top for Drew to try and chase down the far side. On the bounce, Lilly clears his lines left footed. And Lowe does get the ball in play. I thought he did. It will be a throw for Woking. Surely these changes will be happening soon for the host. Woking find themselves a goal down here. FA Cup 4 qualifying round against Brackley. 58 minutes played. Richards now to his left to Hines. Richards making a run down the left. Hines doesn't release him. Hines does it midway inside the Brackley half back here for Andrews. Left footed now Here's Turner. Turner. Now just behind it for a Coley. Short pass for Andrews. Can Woking try and get it into the forward line? Hines has it in the centre. Back towards goal, 35 yards from Johnny Maxted's goal, and now it's square for Andrews. Back here for Hines, just in front of halfway. Again, Woking being patient. They need to have more urgency about them here.
They need to pass the ball forward at pace.
Turner now for Buteman. Buteman back here for Andrews, just in front of halfway. Buteman, it runs under his foot, but still rolls for Richards. Back here for Andrews. Andrews going to try and thread it through. So they go square for Turner. Turner looking forwards. Now finds Drew on the inside right. Back here for Turner. Turner now enters the centre circle. Turner onto his left foot. Back for Coley on halfway. Out here for Richards. Hines asking for it. No forward passes on though. Richards back for a Coley. Can sense the moans and groans are really going to come soon if Woking don't get this forwards. Turner in the centre circle. Again, it's with a Coley. A Coley over halfway. And again, Brackley just sitting deep, very comfortable in their shape. But goal up here at the Layfake Community Stadium.
Oh, this is ridiculous. All this sideways passing.
A Coley to Andrews. Can Woking play this forwards? There's a short forward pass at Hines, then goes back for Coley. And now Coley just in front of the centre circle. Finds Turner. Good sliding challenge there from Lowe. And then Coley tackles Roberts. Now breaks here for Kelly on the inside right. Woking urging their players forward. Here's Drew, level with the penalty area. Kelly making the overlap and run. Kelly's found on the far side. Kelly trying to get across him. Blocked from Haynes. And Woking do get a corner kick. No, they do get a corner kick on the far side. Yes, they do. It will be Jack Turner to take. Again, just not quick enough from Woking. They've got a corner kick out of it, at least. So hour gone here at the Layfake Community Stadium in the FA Cup 4 qualifying round. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Matt Lowe with the first half goal. Can Woking get a leveller from this corner kick? Jack Turner to take on the right hand side. Turner goes short for Drew. Drew now sends it in. First time, easy head away though for Nottingham. And now Drew coming back towards the ball. Rolling towards halfway. And now Drew short behind him for Hines. Hines now to Jaskalainen.
I said, didn't I, last week, I'd never seen Woking pull off a successful short corner. And there, I proved my point yet again. Why not just load it into the box?
It's just clearly not working. Woking are desperate for it to work, but yeah, it's just not working. All for Woking. Coley take a long time on the ball. The home fans getting very, very impatient. I can't say I blame them. Akinela short foot. Drew inside to Turner. First time whip ball for someone to chase, but Buteman or Kelly can't get to it. The company bounces back to Johnny Maxted. Maxted now rolls it to his left. Here is Pollock on the ball. Pollock turns. Pollock now looking behind him. Got a slip there from Sanson the far side, and now Sanson wrong-footed by Lilly. Lilly goes direct down the far side channel, and Akinola lets the ball bounce out for a throw. And looks like now the substitutions finally will be made for Woking. So firstly, it will be Ashley Boatswain on loan for Ipswich making his debut. So actually, Nottingham just coming to the sidelines as well for Brackley Town. So looks like it will be Tariq Hines off here for Matt Ward. There's one substitute made. So next one looks to be Boatswain to go on. Josh Kelly making way, and it will be with Josh Asude's numbers up here. Well, it's Timmy Akinola coming on. I think that's a mistake there. I think it must be Timmy Akinola's on, not Josh Asude, like the board said. And Harry Beesman also, is he exiting the stage as well?
Yeah,
he is indeed. So looks like it'll be Jake Forster-Caskey to come on. So 4 substitutions from Woking as Boatswain ready to come on as well. And the last player off for the Cards is Jamie Andrews as well. So Jamie Andrews is off, and Jack Turner off too. So Sude is on for Woking, and Ashley Boatswain, the last player to come on for the Cards. So that's a lot of substitution Neil Larley's made there.
Well, and they needed to be made. You know, it required a major shake-up because it was just so lethargic and one-paced out there.
So 5 substitutions to be exact for Woking. So Ward, Asude, Akinola, Boatswain and Forster-Caskey now all on for the Cards. Let's see if they can help make a real difference. So Woking to take the throw here.
Well, at least they'll have some pace out there now with Asude and Ward on.
It is Drew to take throw just behind halfway. Back now to the back line where Tunji Akinola looks to carry out defence. Square for Richards. Asude now turns, and now Richards, can you play it down the line? Richards now having a shirt pull for Nottingham. Free kick for Woking. Taking a bit too quickly there for referees, like if actually not taken to the right place. That's why Woking needs to take it further back. Forster-Caskey now takes it to Akinola.
You think Woking will play with a flat back four now?
Looks like it'll be Colin Akinola in the centre defence. Forster-Caskey just sitting in front of them. It's his first pass. Akoli to Timmy Akinola. So Ward now back here for Chinakoli. Rolls it to Tunji Akinola. Akinola now over halfway. Richards asking for it. Richards now being pressed from low, and Roberts and Akinola fighting to keep the ball there. Does win the ball there. Does win the throw that Akinola for Richards to take. Came with Roberts last. Richards now throws it back for Akinola. Here's Timmy Akinola, slips as he made that pass, intercepted there from Pollock, but now breaks here for Ward, just dropping behind the centre circle to pick that one up. Timmy Akinola now to Chinakoli, bring it out defence. Ward on halfway, goes square for Drew. Back with Akoli. 25 minutes left here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Can Woking turn this around there? Trail Brackley by a goal to nil in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup. Forster-Caskey over top towards Asude. Asude trying to get to it on the far side, but the crowd certainly applauding Asude's intent to try and get to that. Goal kick for Brackley.
Right idea though, to try and pick out Asude. Ball was just slightly overhit.
Again, good idea there from Forster-Caskey. As John said, the ball just slightly overhit there from the Woking midfielder, but Asude certainly has that pace to get in behind. So goal kick for Johnny Maxted to take. Brackley leading it by a goal to nil.
So Woking playing more of a 4-4-2 out there at the moment.
Price clears up into the air. Sanson now flicks it backwards. Drew knocks up towards Boatswain, making his debut. One from Ipswich header now from Dean. Haynes down the line. Here is Waldron. And good strength there from Drew. Brackley fans thought it should be free kick, but it just looked good strength from Drew, in my opinion. And Drew now takes the throw midway inside the Woking half, back here for Chinakoli. And Forster-Caskey now square for Timmy Akinola. Akinola back here for Will Jaskalainen. Square for Akoli. Again, Brackley, they're just fine sitting deep here. Can these five subs try and click and make something work for Woking? Tunji Akinola short for Caleb Richards. Back here for Tunji Akinola. Get forwards down the left. Now plays a pass off Nottingham, sets high and intercepts, and a challenge there from Tunji Akinola on Michael Nottingham. It was a pretty heavy one. Again, Nottingham stepped in, intercepted. And Akinola definitely didn't get any of the ball, and there was a fairly fierce reaction there from the Brackley Town bench.
But isn't there, after every tackle these days, should I think be a yellow?
Yeah, I would certainly expect a yellow from that challenge there, but certainly could see a bit of frustration behind that challenge from Tunji Akinola. Again, Woking, again, at 5 substitutions, obviously is a very extreme amount. Woking just haven't clicked with them yet. And one of them is Boatswain making his debut, so that's not the easiest situation to come on into. So free kick here for Brackley Town to take from the right hand side. As Jack Price plants the ball down. Let's see what sort of delivery he can put in as Haynes walks away from it. Jack Price now all set to whip in. And Josh Sudo is just a lone man in that Will Woking just get themselves organised. So Price take this free kick just on the 30 yards from goal on the inside right. Brackley possibly double their lead here. Price out swinging ball into the box. head across the face of the area and cleared away from Masude. And now ball bouncing in the centre of the Woking half. Ward knocks it down for Timmy Akinola. Turns miscontrolled though. Akinola trying to get onto the loose ball. Pokes it to Caleb Richards. Richards now chased down from Lowe. Richards clears through Lowe's legs and now Forster Caskey looks forward towards the left hand side. Masude miscontrols it though. And a confidently timed challenge there from Morrison. Nottingham keeps in play. Here is Richards. And now Chinakoli has it. Okoli finds Ward. Just over halfway here. Ward now. Square for Drew. Here's Drew on his outside to Boatswain. That's good work there from Lee. Just a step in and clear away. So Woking throw on the far side. Aaron Drew to take. Midway inside the Woking half. Ward turns. Ward try and get a cross in. Ward cross block from Haynes. And that will be a corner kick on the far side for Woking. Got to try and really up it now. Put the pressure on Brackley. Just over 20 minutes left. Woking 0, Brackley Town 1. Here's Jake Forster-Caskey to deliver. Forster-Caskey's corner kick in. Headed in! And Woking are all level. Just what they needed and looked to be Ashley Boatswain on his debut. And Brackley Town just asleep there. Boots will call her in. And Boatswain, that is some way to make your impact. One apiece.
Yeah, brilliant ball into the box by Forster-Caskey. Really was. Put it on a plate and 1-1. And let's hope now that rouses the cards.
That is exactly what Woking needed. 20 minutes left. Ashley Boatswain on loan from Ipswich steps up. No one marking him inside the box to nod into the back of the net. And it is game on. And the last 20 minutes are set up perfectly. So back on the way now. Let's see what Brackley have got in response. Long ball down the right side, headed backwards from Richards there. And now Pollock can't get to the loose ball. Forster-Caskey towards Matt Ward. Now Ward just barged into by Haynes. And that will be a yellow card there for Ryan Haynes. Again, stepped across the face of Matt Ward. And free kick for Woking.
And it's noticeable, having made these 5 substitutions, how the energy levels have risen, and Woking looked to have much more pace about them. They were so lethargic and one-paced until those changes were made.
So free kick for Woking to take. Forster-Caskey again looking at his options. Will he go long here? Well, actually, firstly, Brackley Town making a double substitution here. Will be Ricardo Calder and Tyler Little to come on. So that double substitutions happen very shortly for Brackley. And Woking to take the free kick. It isn't. Woking have drawn level, and it was a corner kick from the right hand side from Jake Forster-Caskey. And new loan signing from Ipswich, Ashley Boatswain, rose highest, heading to the back of the net. So game on here, just under 20 minutes to go at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. So double substitution now made for Brackley Town. Couldn't quite see, came off there actually. It was Nottingham. Nottingham was one of the players. Came off and will be
the new guy.
Free kick here for Woking to take. Jake Forster-Caskey now drills it towards Matt Ward and just bounces away from Ward there. That long free kick, and that will be goal kick for Brackley. But again, Woking now have been given that much needed lift after that equaliser from Ashley Boatswain. As it stands, it's going to a replay. Brackley on Tuesday night. So it was a Michael Nottingham, Ryan Haynes by way of the 2 players that came off, Ty Little and Ricardo Calder. So goal kick taken now, head away from McCauley. Flicked onto Sanderson. Clearance there from Lilly, only as far as Drew now. Drew approaching halfway. Drew into the feet of Sanderson. Sanderson turns, hauled down to the ground there from Gareth Dean. And that's going to be another yellow card for Brackley man Gareth Dean into a notebook. It was a sharp turn there from Ollie Sanderson.
Brackley at last beginning to look a little bit rattled They've been so composed all afternoon. And since Woking made those changes and just injected a bit more pace, a bit more energy, you can see now they're more on the back foot.
Well, can Jake Forsakaski possibly get another assist to his name? Hands on hips, just under 30 yards and goal. On the inside right, Forsakaski looking exactly where he wants to lift this ball. Can Woking turn this game on its head? Just coming up to the 74th minute. Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. Forsakaski, left-footed, easy for Maxted to punch away, headed back into the box though from Timmy Akinola, but now simple catch for Johnny Maxted. Maxted looks at this forwards, the referee's blowing his whistle there. And not quite sure what the referee was unhappy about there. It's now going to be played back here to the goalkeeper to start things off again. So Johnny Maxted now. So Johnny Maxted all set to take a free kick for Brackley Town. Presume that maybe an offside. That's why it's been pulled back for a free kick to be taken. Johnny Maxted now takes the free kick towards the right, flicked on from low, and couldn't put it into the path of Waldron down the right hand side. Throw here for Woking. Caleb Richards. Back now for Chinakoli. It is Jaskalainen. Short for Okoli. Can Woking put themselves in the draw for the first round of the FA Cup? A quarter an hour to try and do that, otherwise it is a replay as things stand. Woking 1, Brackley 1. Jaskalainen direct, looking towards Asude. Asude wins the flick on to Boatswain. Boatswain now lays on for Sanderson. Left side box, now the flag is up against Woking. I did see suspicion offside. Not surprised to see the flag go up there against the Cards.
But at least when Woking attack, they're looking dangerous.
Well, certainly, and now Brackley needs to try and do some attacking of their own. Find a way back into this one. Playing it across the back line now is Morrison. Morrison clips it right-footed. Up towards Lowe. Head away from Akinola. Taken down from Pollock, and there was a clear pull there from Forsakaski on the back of Scott Pollock. So free kick for Brackley to take on the right hand side. Will be Price to deliver this one. Just under a quarter hour left here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking one apiece of Brackley Town. Ashley Boatswain on his debut on loan from Ipswich, heading in from a corner. 2 substitutions linking up. It was 5 substitutions made at once by Noel Ali. Wasn't messing about, saw enough. It was Matt Lowe who got the opening goal in the first half for Brackley Town. There's a late start to this match, but no doctor being in the ground, but that was thankfully sorted. Price, right-footed delivery towards the back post, bounced around, and Woking trying to clear it, just behind the box now. Pollock's shot blocked from Wall, Pill's handball. Can Dean get a cross in? Dean hanging on to it, left edge of the area. Dean now on the byline. Dean clips the cross in, and in the end this cross went out of bounds, and that will be a goal kick for Woking. Bit of a scare there for the Cards, and again they've got to try and feed off the energy that equaliser has given them. At the moment, Brackley just in the last few minutes have managed it okay and start to try and insert themselves again. And Brackley have a man down on the far side. I think that might be Pollock who's been treated it. Just a few stand-up score lines in the FA Cup, but Chelmsford 3, Chipman 3, Alex O'Cracker, Dorking 2, Aldershot 3. BBC Surrey derby there. That's Aldershot winning that one by 3-2. Again, it was an early one. Just Farnham 3, Sutton 3. What a game that was. Again, Willstone 5-1 up against Whitstable. So some of the real high-scoring games going on at the moment in the FA Cup. So Pollock now looking to get back to his feet here for Brackley Town. 78 minutes played. It is Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. So it is Jaskalainen now can start things off. Surely look to go long, just hit this towards one of Sanderson or Boatswain. Drilled up towards Boatswain, can't win the flick on, but it still goes forwards. Sanderson can't get to it. And now little back here for Maxted to clear in the centre. Waldron wins the flick on against Coley. Now held up here from low, dispossessed in the end, and now forced to Kasky over halfway to Josh Asude. Asude just got the ball stuck under his foot and just delivered with himself there. Josh Asude just couldn't get that one under control.
Yeah, just got a little bit overexcited, didn't he? That's where he shows his inexperience and his rawness.
Just needed to compose himself there. Josh Asude. So throw for Brackley Town to take midway inside the half. Little takes it, header from Richards. Flick from Forster Kasky. Ward just by the centre circle, pushes it back now for Drew. Drew over halfway. Drew now, Timmy Akinola heading out to the right hand side in line with him. Timmy Akinola is used, level with the penalty area, 79 minutes on the clock. Drew tackled there though on the far side by Calder. And Akinola closes down Lilly, and it will be a goal kick for Brackley Town. Just coming up to the 80th minute, still Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. Since you last with us, there's been no clear-cut chances, but again, Woking certainly have a little bit more of a spring in their step, although the last few minutes after that Woking equaliser, Brackley have calmed themselves down and got themselves into the game. So the last 10 minutes are set up perfectly here in the sunshine at the Laithwaite Community Stadium, where it's Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. So goal kick here for Johnny Maxted to take. So it looks to be another substitution with Bailey Hobson coming on for Scott Pollock. So that's Brackley's third of the day. So 10 minutes to go here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. Max's goal kick. Aerial drill 1 from Drew. Ward gets it under control. Ward back towards Drew, not the best of balls, but Drew just about poked it back for Jaskalainen to clear. And now Sanson climbing for the ball. Header one there. It's from Morrison, went a bit awkwardly, but he's back on his feet now. Now Richards earns the ball, he's over halfway. Richards just in front of him to Asude. Compose himself this time when he has the ball. Asude drifting in field, Josh Asude. Now towards Richards, trying to play, give and go with Asude. Asude makes the tackle inside the D. That falls here for Boatswain. Boatswain out to the far side to Drew. And now Drew plays into a bit of space to Ward. Ward holds it up. Still Matt Ward goes back to Timmy Akinola. Forster Kasky asking for it. Now receives it. Here's Akinola. Well, two Akinolas link up here. It's Tunji on the ball. Tunji, Akinola through the middle. Out here to Caleb Richards. Can he get the cross in the box? Deflects. Well, instead doesn't go towards the air. It falls here for Roberts. Roberts now plays that a little bit in behind low, but adjusts himself and controls. Bit of trouble here for a Brackley man. Down on the ground here.
But why? I don't understand why the referee's calling play back. I mean, it's not a head injury. So why is he stopping play? Why does this happen?
It looks to be Tyler Little down here for Brackley Town. Wasn't quite sure why he actually went down as well. Myers were fixated on the ball. So it's one apiece here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Little looks like he should be fine to carry on, just gone up to the 82nd minute. So substitution here for Brackley Town, and it will be Danny Waldron, who's worked hard coming off here for Connor Hall, top league goal scorer this season, and brother of Newcastle United left back Lewis.
He was on loan here from Bolton Wanderers when Gary Hill was manager of the Cards.
So drop ball here from the referee Morrison. Back now for the goal here, Maxton. Brackley Town have it at the back. On the far side, Morrison to Dean. Boatswain pressure from the front. Cleared from Maxted, but now Woking get it high up the pitch with Forster Kasky from the goalkeeper's clearance. Boatswain just inside the box. Face up Dean, now back up to Forster Kasky. Forster Kasky delivers, headed away from Morrison. Back out now though to Forster Kasky. He's inside left, needs a bit of support. Has that in Richards. Richards looking for options. Back here for Timmy Akinola. Here's Chinakoli in the send circle. Now for Tunji Akinola just in front of him to Jake Forster Kasky. Little still waiting to come back on the pitch, and Forster Kasky just wasn't in tandem with Asude. Asude though closes down that Dean clearance, deflects forwards. Roberts trying to hold it up. Here is Forster Kasky. Gets in between two players, loses his balance though, and now Hobson has it. Price calling for it, Hobson back to Maxted. Boatswain pressing from the front. Makes the switch out to the left-hand side. Drew, little cushion header for Ward on halfway. Ward turns. And now back here for Jaskalainen. Here's Akoli. Forsakaski wants it. Gets it. Now square. Right-footed to Tunji Akinola. Akinola now. Right-footed. Finds Asude. Miscontrols though. And that's good work there. Morrison turned a free kick. Maybe you'd say there's not a lot in that, but clever free kick one there from Morrison. Just gives the side a little bit of a breather. They want to try and get on with things pretty quickly as well.
Asude just having one of those afternoons at the moment.
Yeah, again, as you said a few minutes ago, John, it's just that inexperience of his still shows. Still a raw talent at this level. Hobson plays it back and out to a long ball from Morrison. Trapped on the chest of Tunji Akinola. Over halfway, Boatswain joins in the play, just in the centre circle. Now it's Timmy Akinola trying to drive Woking forward. It's a link up between the two Akinolas. Now here's Timmy Akinola to Josh Asude. Edge of the box. Asude on his outside towards Timmy Akinola. It's a telegraph pass intercepted. Asude jinks his way into the air. Asude puts the cross. It's too heavy though from Asude. Will come out to Drew. Forsakaski sees that one and field. Drew making a run behind. Now Drew trying to get him behind it. Tackle one. Calder, now it's Ward on the byline, and that will be a corner kick for Woking. Matt Ward hits it off Ricardo Calder, and Woking continue the pressure with 5 minutes left, normal time. Woking won a piece of Brackley Town in the fourth qualifying round of the FA Cup, and the sunshine here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Forsakaski ready to put the corner in, but the referee just halts it, just checking that everything's fine inside the box. Before this delivery is taken by Jake Forsakaski. So Forsakaski now can finally take the corner kick. Forsakaski, left footed corner towards the back post. Akoli heads over the bar. Again, it was a tough one there for Chin Akoli. Swung him quite awkwardly at the back post. Did well to get some contact on it, but couldn't keep it down. And it's still one apiece.
At least Woking are now carrying an attacking threat with Asude on this left-hand side, Ward on the right, and Woking have got some width and some trickery and some pace and some much-needed energy.
I think Brackley now in the situation, even though they were leading, they'll just be looking to take this to replay if they can. So Giacomo heads away the goal kick. Price drills it low. Ward just comes off his toe end. And Brackley starts keeping players. Calder now. Down the left hand side. Ward tracks back well, gets across, turns and clears. Can Sanderson get onto the ball? Just beaten to it by Price. And now here is Lilly. Cross the centre circle to Morrison. Being chased down for Boatswain. Boatswain puts the tackle in. Can he get to loose ball? Morrison just gets across. And Morrison on the stretch. Boatswain still trying to chase it. Now Sanderson pushing up with him. Dean back here for Maxon, and Carnby just lays it across to the left hand side. And there is Lilly. Lilly now goes direct. Looking over the top towards Lowe. Just peels out to the left hand side. Flag goes up against Matt Lowe. Man, he put Brackley in front in the first half, and it's a free kick for Woking to take. So Jaskalainen, I presume, will want to go long here. Actually no, go short for Tunji Akinola instead. Tunji Akinola drills it left footed, and Sanson's not going to get to that. Dean's header now. Asude takes heavy touch in front of himself, but he'll get to him with his pace. Asude on the stretch towards Sanderson. They just couldn't quite find Sanderson. Controlled and cleared there for Morrison. Header forwards down left for Forsakaski. Now little cushion header. And now Hobson holding it up, dispossessing Forsakaski. Boatswain out the left hand side. Hobson tracks back well, wins the tackle. Boatswain down, rolling around as Akinola and Roberts slip at the same time. The ball's played forward. Drew loses possession against Roberts. Here's Hall, knee support. Hall forwards, not a great pass though from Hall at all. And now play back from Akoli to his goalkeeper. Here's Akoli on the ball again inside the box. And now Woking in possession with Timmy Akinola midway inside the Cards half. Back here for Akoli. Here's Drew. Square for Timmy Akinola. On the stretch, trying to keep it in play, just miscontrolled it though. And that'll be a throw for Brackley. Again, it was Woking trying to cause some mayhem there. A moment ago with Josh Asude. Just going to get that cross he wanted though. Woking have a man down. It actually was Boatswain who was down a moment ago, and he's still down here, the Woking goal scorer. Hopefully it's nothing serious for him.
Maybe it's a touch of cramp.
I think it was Hobson making that challenge, just maybe caught the back of Boatswain whilst winning the ball. Did catch a bit of the Woking man as well. So still being treated it. It is Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. Just over a minute of normal time left. Boatswain back on his feet with a carry. Give him a nice round of applause. So throw for Brackley Town, just over 10 yards in the Woking half on the far side for Ricardo Calder to take. So Boatswain now just eager to get back on the field. Last minute of normal time. Calder just waiting to take the throw for Brackley. Now takes it. It's with Lilly. Lilly on halfway. Rolls it through the centre circle for Morrison now. Morrison curves it out to the right. And has to be a backwards pass though from Little to Morrison. In the centre circle with Price. Price through the centre. Nice touch there from Roberts. Now Roberts, a strong goal. Roberts with a chance. What a tackle there from Tunji Akinola. I saw the first time he's done it this match. Outstanding work there from Tunji Akinola.
Goodness me, it was nearly a repeat of the Truro match with a last minute goal. Fantastic challenge.
So corner kick for Brackley to take on the on the near side. Price to deliver. Price, right footed, corner towards the back post, and miscontrolled in the end. And Brackley cleared away from Timmy Akinola. And now Akinola's on the far side. Timmy Akinola needs help. Loses the ball though. Akinola fights to win it back against Dean. Dean goes down. No free kick given. 7 minutes of added on time as Akoli cleared out for a throw. There's just a reminder, 7 minutes of added on time. Will Woking or Brackley book their place in the FA Cup draw? Or will they be entwined in the draw coming up? First round proper. 30 seconds into the 7 of stoppage time. The end of this match. Price in the centre circle. Woking trying to press it. Nice football over between Hobson and Price. Worked out to Calder in field. Good sliding cut up from Timmy Akinola. And now Drew just about keeps the ball despite Calder trying to take it off him. Ward now finds Sanderson. There's back towards goal just beyond halfway. Timmy Akinola squares it now for Sakasi from the centre circle. Here's Asude. Asude though takes a bit heavy touch but still has it. Asude taking on Little. Asude needs a bit of support. Asude now into the box. Still Josh Asude. Takes on his left foot. Asude. Low ball in. Miscontrol from Boatswain. And few pills out. He was pulled from the Woking supporters. Cleared though from Little. Only as far as Tunji Akinola. Forced the Kaski to Tunji Akinola. Right foot on top of the ball. Jake Forsakaski in the centre circle. Pressed from Roberts. Back here for Okoli. Poor ball towards Forsakaski. Now Brackley can try and come forwards here. But Timmy Akinola tracking back brilliantly to make a challenge on low. But now Tunji Akinola slips inside the box. Hall shot saved from Will Jaskalainen. And that was very, very messy from Woking at the back. Not punished though by Connor Hall.
Oh, Woking getting out of jail again. They seem almost determined to let Brackley score.
Tunji Akinola completely lost his feet inside the box, but Hall off the bench couldn't punish. Still one apiece. Heading towards the second minute of 7 of stoppage time. Roberts combines with Little from the throw. Little swings it in, diving head away from Boatswain. And now Timmy Akinola clears it off Roberts. Now Brackley have the edge of the box here with Price. Price drilled it towards the back post. Jaskalainen comes and claims. He wants his side to get up quickly. He wants his side to get up as quickly as possible. But Jaskalainen just talking to the referee now. And I don't know what's gone on. The referee was Will Jaskalainen still in conversation with the referee. I don't know if he's showing the yellow there or not. I don't think so. So it is a free kick for Woking to take by the looks of things now.
The Swanson's man of the match was Tunji Akinola, presumably for those fantastic last-ditch tackles.
Well, certainly he did almost get away a goal a moment ago, but yeah, it certainly makes up for it though with those 2 last-ditch tackles he put in the second half. Jaskalainen's free kick nodded forwards from Dean, header won by Tunji Akinola. Now Timmy Akinola just clears towards left-hand side, and Brackley will gladly take that throw. few yards behind halfway. Little takes it short. Sanson trying to get it off Brackley, but now Little's long ball headed away from Macaulay. Controlled in the centre circle by Matt Ward. Ward now needs a bit of support here. Ward on the far side trying to drive forwards here and call the steps across. No free kick given though in Wokin's favour. And a tackle there on the far side by Ward from Lilly. It deflects back off Lilly, and the Woking crowd love that aggression from Matt Ward. Midway into 7 minutes of stoppage time. It's Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. Boatswain combines with Drew from the short throw. Halfway into Brackley territory. Boatswain in field to Timmy Akinola. Turns on the inside right, back in the centre circle now. Tunji Akinola. Right footed and rolls it for Asude to get onto. He's facing away from goal. Asude turns. That's a nice pass from Asude to Richards. Asude making a run down the left, but now Richards puts the low ball in towards Sanderson. Clear from Dean. Forster-Kaski heads it forwards. And now Timmy Akinola fights to win it back. Does that really well. Forster-Kaski into the feet of Asude. On the inside left. Here come Woking once more. Asude. Edge of the box. On the left hand side of Asude. Cross block from Little though. Time now for Morrison to clear. And Hall drops deep to hold it up. It's a free kick given against Woking for a foul from Asude. Morrison, again that will work nicely in Brackley's favour. So we're heading towards a replay. 2.5 minutes for someone to get that winning goal. Officially put themselves into the first round hat of the FA Cup. So free kick for Johnny Maxted to take, the Brackley Town goalkeeper. Right footed, spinning towards the inside right where Tunji Akinola climbs, wins the header, comes off the head of Hobson now. Heavy touch from Roberts, Drew chased it down. Roberts did win the challenge though, just beyond the centre circle, rolls over halfway. Ward trying to get it off Calder, they're both sliding with each other, but Brackley do have it. Lilly to Price now back here with Dean. 2 minutes to go. It's with Price sitting in front of the back three of Brackley. Now it's the right side of Brackley's back three. Morrison can drill it down the line for Lowe to chase. Tunji Akinola following him, and Lowe hits it off Tunji Akinola, and Brackley do get the corner kick. Working a bit of sleep there on their left hand side, but Tunji Akinola was alert to block, and it will be a corner kick for Brackley.
More great work from Lowe. He's epitomised Brackley's performance this afternoon. He's never given up. There have been no lost causes at all. He's put himself about, been a real nuisance, a real handful.
So Jack Price to take the corner kick for Brackley. Just over a minute to go of stoppage time. We're heading towards a replay. So corner drilled, right footed from Price. Head away there from Boatswain. Was there a foul there inside the box on Little? Masude, nothing given. And Woking clear their lines. Little still down now, getting back to his feet. Calder just in front of halfway, diagonal ball back into the box. Woking head away through Coley. Hall holds it up inside left. Edge the area, now Hall still has it. Timmy Akinola puts the tackle and Hall wins it back. Hall shot on target straight at Will Jaskalainen. 40 seconds to go. Is there one last chance for Woking? Jaskalainen wants the team to have some urgency, push up the pitch, but Jaskalainen decides not to release it. Now smacks up towards Sanderson. Sanson, lovely touch there for Ollie Sanderson. Absolutely beautiful. Sanson, can he maybe get a shot away? Gives it to Boatswain. Boatswain, shot blocked from Little. Ball still bouncing inside the box, and Little clears away for a throw. Frantic stuff at the end of this game. Woking will have one last chance. A throw on the left-hand side.
Brackley Town manager absolutely seething that they didn't get awarded a penalty there. Really get a good enough view of it, but certainly contact.
It's one of those ones you like to see back again, maybe. So, one last chance for Woking. Otherwise, we are going to a replay midweek at Brackley. One apiece here. Aaron Drew to put the throw in from the left-hand side. Drew's throw. Kanakoli flick on, headed away from Morrison. And now Hall clears away. It is a replay in midweek at St James Park. It's finished here. Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. Matt Lowe opened the scoring in the first half for Brackley. It was a melee in the 6-yard box and Lowe poked home, but after 5 substitutions made by Neil Lardley, Ashley Boatswain on his Woking debut on loan from Ipswich headed in a corner kick by Phillips substitute Jake Forster-Kaski, but a winning goal wasn't to be found. John, your thoughts?
Well, I think Woking were very lucky today. They looked down and out until Neil Mildly made those 5 substitutions. It brought them into life again, sparked them into life, and they were much, much better. But let's give credit to Brackley Town. I thought they were superb today, really well organised, kept their composure, and they made a real fight of it. And it's not going to be easy for Woking in the replay on Tuesday night, and certainly they need to play an awful lot better.
Most certainly, Neil Larley be relieved to still be in the hat, but frustrated by a lot of that performance. But as John said, the 5 subs did make a difference. But full time here at the Layfake Community Stadium in the FA Cup 4 qualifying round. It's finished. Woking 1, Brackley Town 1. There'll be now a replay at St James's Park in midweek. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.